Hey guys, Footy Manager TV here. Welcome to episode number 80 of my Manchester United Football Manager 2015 Let's Play. And today we've got I'm going to say it's a huge episode. It may not be huge in length. We'll see how it goes. Because I'll probably, just play the one game. But we've got some things going on. You know, we need to sign a centre-back now after selling the two we had. It was Umtiti and Rojo. If we go to the transfer history, so you can just see those updates, and I'll give you an update of transfers, like how players are going, maybe at the end of the transfer window. We'll see like the Giovincos, Rescoldanis, see how some loan players are doing, all of that. Jimenez as well, we sold him. Yeah, just a few updates like that. But if we go to the most recent ones, you can see Samuel Umtiti, 18.25 million. To Juve, we signed him for 14 million, but there was, play exchange. As you know, I talked about that previously. And Rojo sold for 22 million, which I think is a decent deal. His value 19 million, and that usually bumped up after he signed. And it's a profit. They signed him. Of course, I didn't sign him. He signed in real life, but still there's a profit made from that. And that first season, he wasn't that good. After that, but that's in minimal appearances. It's not like in a lengthy, lengthy spell, you know what I mean? Like a lot of games. And he wasn't a starter for me, and obviously has moved on to Bayern Munich. And he's a solid player. He's a solid centre-back. But for me, he's not a master of one position. He's really good at both. But I wouldn't say he's world-class as a centre-back. I just feel he's really good as a centre-back and a left-back. He can play both roles really, really well. I'm not saying he's not good. I'm just saying he's not a master of one. And those are the kind of players I want in my team. And don't forget, we've got Jesus Vallejo. He's coming through. But anyway, like I said, someone like a Belanta, he's just like a master centre-back. That 20 marking is insane. Physically, he's quick and he's strong. He just so many strong areas. For Belanta. Amazing play. But anyway, yes, we still need to get that replacement in because we sold two, and I'm going to recall Presslin. Like you can see, I promoted him to the first team, even though he's still out on loan, but Cardiff wanted to extend the loan, but I rejected it. He's been very, very good for them. 7.27 rating. That's in the championship for a team that's doing well as well. So he's going to come in next season, or when he comes back from on a loan, he'll play one of those roles. Because don't forget, we sold two. We'll sign one, and we'll use Presslin as a second. But yeah, Inigo Martinez, his future looks uncertain at Real Sociedad. It had a bit of a... after a row with the manager, I'm not going to attempt to say his last name. But either, I think it's like Araste or Arasate, no idea honestly, but yes, he wants to play in UEFA Champions League, and he's one of those rare quality players that I can sign that is not playing in, or hasn't played in Europa League or Champions League so far this season, so they can be registered. And yeah, he's one of the best. I'm not saying he's like in the top 5 or something, but he's one of the best centre-backs in the game that you can sign for like a big team, probably in the top, around the top 10 to 15 centre-backs in the game. Around there anyway. He's strong and he's a good passer, so he comes in that ball-playing defender. That's really important. One of those Spanish centre-backs. And yeah, for me, I've always seen him as a guy that can grow, but 25 now, he's probably not going to grow much more. But I couldn't really find someone else, and we've got to find someone, because I don't, like, how many centre-backs do we have here? Like, if we get Presslin back, I don't know if he's registered for the Champions League or not. I'm not sure. But you got John Stones. Because, yeah, he's too inexperienced, I feel, like, for a Champions League final to win it. Like, we got Phil Jones, Belanta, and John Stones. Like, they're 3 really good centre-backs. John Stones coming along really nicely as well. Physically, he's good. Can pass. He is another one that can pass. Like, we probably won't need another one than that as well. So, it's an interesting fact. Like, you think 3 of them will be available, and if not, 2 of them will be. But you need to have that other guy. So I really think Inigo Martinez, we're going to make a move for him. So maybe we'll put in an offer of 28 million, because I'm going to try and get him like below his minimum fee release clause. If it works, and I'm not really sure, but it made him unhappy. It didn't get accepted, but at least it, yeah, it was a positive. And we will be playing the first, like, probably the next 3 episodes are going to be, 3 in a row, because they're cup games. You got Capital One Cup first leg, the semi-final first leg against Chelsea. The next episode is probably going to be Middlesbrough FA Cup 4th round, even though you don't know. I've lost against Nottingham Forest before, if you remember, maybe in the first season or whenever it was. So, yeah, no win is written as a win. You still have to play the game. Chelsea, and then the second leg. So next 3 episodes are probably going to be consecutively, because from now on, this series is going to be centered, at least the games that you see, is going to be centered around the cup games. Is FA Cup, Champions League, Capital One Cup, whatever, because it's more of a extra feel to it. Like the general Premier League games, even Arsenal, I win like 5-1, so those seem to be fairly winnable for me, and they're not that exciting. Whereas knockout in cups, if you do have a bad game, like the Zenit one or Aston Villa couldn't beat them, yeah, there's a bit more to play for. See, I'm going to try and negotiate close to it, but I really don't think they're going to budge. So I'm just going to go 31 million. Yeah, I reckon I just want to go bang, get him. What is it again? It's 35, so it's close enough, and we've got the money anyway. So, see, one off, one on. It will get accepted. Make offer, and I'm sure a couple of people may mention this, as this is in the back of my mind as well. It only says he's like a 2-star current ability, but, and again on this skin, 2 circle ability. I'm not sure what you want me to call it as using this skin. Do you still want me to call it 2-star, as that's what it is on most skins and the default? But anyway, yeah, his current ability is a leading player and doesn't really have ability to increase, and there's some doubts, and this is from Amazing Judgment, like 20 judging potential. So they know he's not going to grow anymore. That's probably correct. And he's probably not the best centre-back in the world. He maybe is not world-class. Of course, he's a good player. Maybe there's not too much difference between him and Rojo or Umtiti. They're probably going to perform similarly. Yes, similarly. However you say that. You know what I mean. Anyway, he's going to help our play a bit more, if anything. He's going to have the same defensive ability, but he's going to be better creatively. Passing 14, technique 14, and vision 14. He can create stuff from the back, playing the through balls, long balls, whatever. Very, very important. 25 grade age as well. So I'm happy. I'm happy that, yeah, we're gonna go for him. 35. So I offered that, yeah. So hopefully we can make the deal. For how come it doesn't? Oh, I'll wait. I'll see what's the situation anyway. So we continue that on. Yeah, the deal's there now, okay. Just got that confirmed, and yes, I'm not sure if it'll be done in the next 2 days. I suppose we're going to find out. And see, this was the other issue. It was PK. I could have went for PK because he's homegrown as well, but he won't be able to play in this Champions League. And you see, he wants to impress me and everything like that. But again, his minimum free release clause is 169 million. But the upside to him here is he's world class, but yeah, technically he doesn't look so amazing. Like, he's the creative part of his game. Like, to me, he looks really similar, doesn't he, to Inigo Martinez? If anything, Inigo Martinez has a bit better defensive ability. He has 16 tackling, PK has 15, and 16 heading, and PK has 15. But then you're really just clutching at straws. But then the mentals are similar as well. So they're the same style of player. And he's probably a bit better physically than PK. So you could argue that he's the better player right now, if you compare their attributes. But they're really, really similar. It will have a similar output. So I think he's a great sign. Only difference here, PK would cost a lot more, but he's homegrown as well. It's definitely a dilemma for me as well, not just PK. And also, De Gea is another situation. Do we have the money right now? Yeah, we've got 51 million, but we're about to sign Inigo Martinez, which I feel is the more important signing, as we just sold 2 centre-backs. So he'll probably fit in a first-team role, so we can offer him the wages, Obviously, we're going to have to pay the sign-on fees, but that's always expected when signing a new player. I don't like spending heaps on it, but that's the way the game is and real life is. Just realised they get heaps just to sign. That is crazy. Like, sign-on fee, 2.5 million, and even the agent. Just makes me realise, like, agents must be pretty rich with these agent fees. But anyway, we'll use the unused sub. Give him some extras because he'll probably be starting, and if not, he'll come on, or he won't be playing. Because he is a centre-back, don't forget, but he can play like defensive mid, so a couple roles he could come in. But anyway, maybe we should just give him a good contract so he accepts it, 110k. He wants that, big sign-on fee. I'd rather just drop... the agent fee almost thought, no, I'm just going to have to deal with this. Give him a bit more wages, like 120. And he accept that. Nice. I like to... Like, honestly, I don't like looking at all those agent fees and stuff like that. I just like to accept it and get it out of the way because we are a rich team. We'll be able to pay that. It just... I don't like seeing... I don't like knowing I'm going to be paying that much to, like, agents and stuff. But when I get it out of the way, I kind of just forget about it. So, yeah, and then it's out of my mind. That's just me personally. But anyone else, you just don't like seeing that, but you know you're going to have to put that there to sign them. It's just something you have to take on the chin and move on with. So here we've got the match preview leading up to the semi-final in the Capital One Cup. It's an interesting one. Usually I don't really care about the Capital One Cup, but once you get this far, you want to try and win it, especially when it is against good competition. We're on a very, very good run. You see all these games, one in a row. That's been excellent, and there's pretty big scalps in there as well. Like Arsenal, the previous game, 5-1. Liverpool, solid 2-0. And Liverpool earlier, 3-0. Tottenham, 10-0. That was, not 10-0, 10-1. And that was just crazy. We aren't conceding too many goals like most games. Are just concede one or none. Apart from the Zenit game when our players weren't really caring as much because we already qualified. Not much I can do about that, but we shall move into this game. And unfortunately, Rafe Husic is going to be cup-tied by just one game. The goalkeeper's not going to get an injury in that one game, surely, that we don't play. We'll make some changes here, though. It is against Chelsea. I want to, maybe get a good start at home as well. So, want to field a pretty good starting 11. We'll drop out Will Hughes, Lucas Romero. He's also got interest from some huge teams. Look at that. Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Juve, and PSG. He's come along very, very well. An amazing signing for only 8.25 million from Vélez. And now he's worth 26 million. He's just like a boss central midfielder. For me, like, he probably will develop into like a Vidal type. Which is, you can't argue with that. That will be very, very nice. Got that 17 passing and marking in his technicals. Really, really solid. A very, very quick player. Excellent. Still only 22. He's on the up and up and going to develop into one of the better players in the game. Which is really like one of the highest valued players. We'll bring in RVP, still really solid. Falcao, I want to keep him for the Champions League, though, because Zivkovic, again, if you can't remember, he's not registered, and that's, again, something I really want to sort out. We're selling a few guys and whatever, like I have done. Marco Reus is probably going to make it. You still want to play Zivkovic, he's still really good. We'll rest Will Hughes. You've still got Tielemans to come on if we need him, but definitely want to start Di Maria. Miles above anyone else. Oliver might make an appearance at some point. Actually, instead of Tielemans, he's a bit better. And actually, Di Maria. See, I really want to give Oliver a go, because obviously he was the swap deal with Mata. Pretty much a straight swap, so I want him to prove. So I'm going to give him as many chances as he can, because I believe in his ability. Belanta will come in as well to make every single player on the pitch on superb morale. How amazing is that? So, we'll just go straight in, This is a beastly team. We got Januzaj. Royce, maybe he's a bit better than Januzaj is at the minute. Depay is just killing it. 29 goals this season, man. He's insane. And he's actually really strong as well. That's something I've just noticed recently. He's gone up to 16 in his strength. So he's actually a really strong player. So definitely a Ronaldo type. Probably attribute-wise won't be as good as Ronaldo, but his output at least is Ronaldo-like, scoring a lot of goals. And that's what we got to look for. So interesting, they're playing Chelsea, I'm not sure what they call it, 5 at the back. It's 3 centre-backs, but then 2 wing-backs. So you would classify that. This is a really weird formation. Normally with Chelsea, they'll have some creative, like, midfielders. Who's this guy? Cosina. He's just a regen. Obviously, they must have poached him from somewhere. Okay, Cosina from Cesena, or Cesena, however you say their name. But that's so weird. But he's definitely not first-team quality yet. He's obviously got bundles of potential in him. Yeah, potential to be a star. And how did they... Oh, yeah, they signed him for 1.5 million. I kind of missed him. But either way, there's... Even Callas, how good is he? Yeah, well, he's really, really quick, but defensive ability is not the best in the world. But he's a guy they'll probably play against lower teams. And even Wallace. Is Wallace that good? I remember signing him in maybe like FM13 or something. Where was he then? Yeah, Fluminense. But anyway, he's not that really high quality, is he? So, obviously, they're resting player. They say it's only capital. And who's this guy? Habimana. They're playing a couple regions. This guy must be a region. He is. See, he's not... Oh, I'm going to say he's not going to score. Usually when I say that, they score. But nah, he's not. His composure's 4. Surely not. He's got good potential, though. Is he... Oh, homegrown at Chelsea. Interesting. Like, what is his nationality? I know it wouldn't be just England, yeah. Burundi. It's interesting. He's got high potential. High potential, though. Potential to be a star. So, maybe in the future he'll be a danger. Good with both feet. So, it's just interesting. Like, I feel we're going to beat them here because they're playing this kind of weirdish formation. Usually you would see Chelsea with someone creative centrally, like a Oscar in there. But, yeah. Interesting formation. Leave your thoughts on that Chelsea formation. That is a bit weird to see, but yeah, we're favourites here. We should be. We're like playing a strong team here. We're not like playing any regions or anything. Like our best region, well, yeah, is out. Yeah, 2 of our best out on loan. Bronizewski, that striker we signed for big money, and Rowan Presslin. So we don't really have them available. And one thing I'm not sure it makes a difference. There's minimise and maximise here. I'm not sure what you can't see. Everything's different, and Luke Shaw's injured here, unfortunately, but we have one Bernat. But, yeah, someone told me to click on that, I remember, in one of the episodes previous. Someone said to click that bottom on the, button on the left. There was 2 of them, and click the left one, so you can see it a bit more, I suppose. So that's alright. Come on. Let's get an early goal. And start. Oh, Depay! Oh, Van Persie, I thought he would have been set to apply that into the back of the net, but it was not to be. Come Bernat coming on earlier than expected through the Luke Shaw injury. I think Luke Shaw's a bit injury prone. Oh, no, Belanta. I told you. See, these games can be interesting. Cup games are always interesting. There's always something about them. But here, I'm going to do something very interesting. I'm going to drop out Andrea Pirlo, and I'm going to bring in John Stones. And I'll bring in centre-back. There we go, because they're playing just 2 defensive midfields and that weird formation, so they're not, having heaps of men centrally in centre mid or whatever. So, we'll get away with playing those, just 2 guys in the middle. But wow, that's unexpected. Not the best start, of course. And this is what it makes it interesting, the cup games. Okay, here we go. Royce, come on, let's finish this off. Let's finish this off. We do. And is it Romero? It is. When I was just talking about him as well. Petr Cech's still the keeper, so he's probably aging a bit, going down, decreasing in his ability. I think Hazard tried to intercept that. Fell to Romero and he found the back of the net. He's going to, I feel, he's going to start scoring a lot more goals. At least when he's not playing as a halfback. But, well, one of the centre mid positions, he'll get in goal-scoring positions, like he did here today. But, to get an injury and then followed by a red card, that made it really, really tough. But we managed to get a goal, and we'll say passionately, I'm happy with that. I'm not just going to say, don't get complacent or something. Got to be happy. I'll say assertive. Maybe no pressure on these lads. Oliver got relaxed, see? He's doing his job. And let's just say I'm very happy with the defensive work. Not too many amazing reactions, but I feel I know my team. They know the job. They don't perform badly when they don't get amazing reactions or something. They just know, yeah, the job at hand. And maybe, yeah, slightly, it's hard to get motivated for just Capital One Cup. It's not the major competition we want to win this season. Definitely not. We're after that Champions League. Here we go. RVP. Finish it. No pen. And yeah, I saw a comment, and a few people comment this regularly as Memphis Depay puts home another goal this season, and that marks his 30th of the season. Crazy stuff. Leave in your comments, what is the most goals a player has scored for you in a season, not just in the Premier League, just, yeah, all leagues. Like you see, Depay, 30th of the season in all comps so far. But yes, I've seen comments, people want me to, like, turn into Sir Alex Ferguson, like the same kind of success, be known as a legend, and that's my goal now. So Champions League has to be a big success to increase my reputation and all that kind of stuff. Like, hopefully consecutive Champions League wins, but we look like a good team here today. And this is, we're like treating them like a rubbish team or something. It's 3-0 here against Chelsea. And look at all the open spaces. Marco Reus, he's not going to miss in that much space. It's amazing how we're playing right now. Of course, I know Chelsea's not playing their best side, but still, they're still playing a decent defense. Oh, here's... Oh! See, I told you that guy. Habi Mana. Kareem Abdul. Habi Mana. You might hear more of him in the future if he stays at Chelsea and he develops into his potential, because that is still pretty good. He'll become a Premier League player without a doubt, judging off his potential anyway. Let's bring on Munir here. And maybe one more? I don't know. Let's take off Oliver. So he puts in a solid performance, and that's what I want for him. Just to play his role. Oh, I can't make any more subs, so he's going to have to stay on. Sorry, I forgot. Yeah, had to make those other changes for injuries and red cards. But anyway, Munir is going to come on. I feel he's going to have that second season where he's amazing. It was kind of like Royce we signed in January last season. Obviously, he's not experienced as Royce, or as good maybe. Definitely has potential to be, if not better maybe. But yeah, he'll be that guy that will do okay this season, coming in January. But he won't be like a world beater or anything the following season. Who knows though? Ooh, lucky. And even Liali, he's been so unexpected to perform this well and keep increasing as a player, developing as a player. And to get a clean sheet, and he's done multiple times against big teams. He's made important saves as well. And for a free signing, that's insane. Like, I don't have to waste too much money on keepers. But again, there I talked about it, Munir makes it 4-0, and this doesn't feel like a Chelsea game, does it? And yeah, it makes, like, I probably don't need to show the second leg now. That's a good thing. If you thought, like, doing all these games in a row, like 3 in a row, yeah, if it's too much. And not, like, doing, like I said, playing through. It's just how it is because of the cup games. But yes, we should be able to win. We're not going to lose 4-0. So you'll just see this one, and I'll advance, and we'll see whoever we're playing next. But yes, I will do the next FA Cup game. FA Cup, yeah, FA Cup's probably better to win, I feel, than Capital One Cup. I don't really take it too seriously. I just put my best team out there, hopefully, to continue the form. And we did exactly that here today. And Oliver making an impact. Again, some people a bit dodgy on the signings. Or on the signing of him for stopping for Mata. But he's come in and got 2 assists as against probably the next best team in the Premier League. And he was... It's hard to like, he got the same rating as Romero. They both got 9. So he was as good as player of the match. And again, I really want him to prove. And yeah, he probably did as best as he could here today. And you can see here, Luke Shaw has just got a bit of whiplash. It's only out 4 to 5 days. So it's nothing too seriously. He just fell awkwardly. So yeah, no issue with Luke Shaw. Really, Balanta, I'll just issue him a warning. No need to worry about that too much. But Romero, he's really showing his class now. Of course, up to this time, he's been a good player. But for me, he's doing as well as someone like Depay. Obviously, not scoring like him, because he's a centre midfielder and defensive mid, positions he's played this season. But he's been as good, and he's developing as good, like in his value, improving, becoming a worldwide known, playing everything like that, worldwide known. But anyway, yeah, vision. So he's creative, he's good defensive, can score. Just, I can keep talking about all this stuff. It's crazy how good our team is. So, yeah, the next episode, I'll actually, record that Middlesbrough game. But then, won't do the second leg of Chelsea, as we are probably going to win that. And I might use my defensive tactic for that. If you wonder what that is, it's just like a flat four, defensive midfielder, 3 centre mids. Yeah, you got a ball-winning midfielder in there. Of course, Van Persie's not going to play there. It's just the way it's set up. When you change it, and 2 deep-lying playmakers on defend. And yeah, just 2 guys up front, complete forward on support, and an advanced forward in Memphis Depay, or whoever will be playing on that day. Anyway, hopefully enjoyed this episode as much as I love recording it. I really love recording my Manchester United videos now, like just sitting back, and I like to talk about, for me, commentating over the games, sure, that's fun. Hopefully you like it, but it's more about, I like talking about the information, how my team's going, all the players, and looking how they're improving. And yeah, just checking all of that stuff out. So hopefully you do like that, and you'll get that from this. And I'll see you guys next time.